Morning, off to Hamburg. That'll probably be in the morning now, but it's about 23-24 miles. I fancy just doing a 16-17 today and in tomorrow on Sunday. Visit the library, a few bits and pieces, and straight out again. That's the plan, but things change. Anyway, we'll push on. Beautiful morning again. Sun's just coming up, and we'll see where we get to. Stand out. Morning, back on the trail. It's the day view. It's a nasty cloud up there, which we probably might get later. But these will be today's challenges, I'm sure. And we'll worry about that later. This morning we just put one foot in front of each other and just carry on down. Anyway, it's just gone 7:30. Just plan on doing like a 16 today, maybe a bit more, depending on how the ground in front of me pans out. But we'll just push on and see where we get to. Stand out. Try again. I've just done my first climb, my compulsory climb in the morning. Very high up. And this is the view I get. It's pretty stunning actually. Looks pretty stunning. Clouds don't look very nice. Looks like a bit of rain later on. We'll make that a bit bigger. But it looks lovely. That's all the mountains I was on yesterday. And a few more to go up. Anyway, let's push on. Sail out. Walking down through them more meadows. Two hikers in front. It's been climb this morning. So I'm a bit tired already, which is not good. Anyway, we'll just push on so we get nice little house tucked away down there. Just past Commander and his team, so they'll probably catch up at lunchtime or maybe later. They're doing about a 16 today. That's what I had in mind, to be honest. Actually, there they are behind me, just in the white. As I climb out through the forest then, there's all these little cables right around the trees and going up all through the forest. And I thought, well, trying to work out what it was. I thought, well, maybe it was for irrigation or something, or maybe it was for putting insecticide in the trees to, in case they have these bugs out here. I was a bit pondering what it was, and then somebody informed me that they actually tap the trees. Because they're maple trees, and in the spring, that's where they get the sap from to make the maple syrup. So that was interesting. So they tap them a bit like the rubber plants, and there's a pump at the bottom of the hill or the mountain, and just sucks it all back in, and they boil it up and make maple syrup. So that was interesting. If I come across some more, I'll take some pictures of it, because I didn't at the time. But that was quite interesting. That's where maple syrup comes from. That's how they make it. So, yeah, a bit of information for you. A man of many talents, or much information in this cluttered brain of mine. Anyway, we'll push on. It was nice at the top of the hill there, which is another big climb. There's the two guys from Scandinavia who I last met at the Devil's Backbone Brewery. I'm another passenger. And so Mix-a-Lot and Bleep. And then Commander, Wonder Woman and Aussie, so that was quite nice, just chilling out, perhaps getting half breath back. The guy's just stopping for a snack in a ciggy or something. Anyway, I'm pushing on now. I think it's quite a lot of hills this morning. I was surprised. I didn't check the elevation on my maps, because sometimes I don't want to know. But yeah, some of them big this morning, so but we're just going to chill out and just push on. We'll walk to maybe 5 o'clock today, 5, 6, see what the mileage is. Then Hanover in tomorrow. I believe it's an Indian restaurant in Hanover. I'd love to have a curry if it's available. Also want to try and get to the library and try and upload this video. So that's another plan. Though I think I walk for another town with a library, and if it's got internet access I might try and do that there. Anyway, we'll push on. Commander and his crew in front. Sort of no one's sort of going fast at the moment. They're all sort of plodding, which is sort of my sort of speed. So anyway, snail out. Hi there. I just came into a sort of small village. As I crossed the bridge, there was some Mix-a-Lot and Bleep who were jumping off the bridge into the water quite a distance below, rather than for me. I don't want to break my neck or break something else and go home in a box. But so they were welcome to that. On the other side of the bridge there was a house which was doing trail magic, which was really nice. So I had a couple of sodas, a couple of big chunks of watermelon, about four peaches, and a big handful of blueberries, and some cake, but I can't remember what it's called now. Sort of cake made with bread, what it's called. And that was really nice. So I stayed there for quite a while. Passenger was there, and the 3 other guys were southbound. One was called Ghost. I can't remember what the other 2 were called now. I've got a brain with goldfish. Anyway, so it's just gone 4:30. There's another big climb to go. I've just climbed half of it. There's another half a climb to do to the next shelter, which I think will probably be the last shelter in Vermont before we get into the next state. I'm looking for water, so I want to water up, and that will do me because there's no water at the shelter, so I've got to drag it up the hill. So either I make the shelter or I won't, but water's the main thing. I just want to get water, and I don't care then wherever I go. So get water next. Should be 2 streams up here somewhere. So I've then probably got another hour up to the shelter, and that'll be bedtime then. It's got very cold. It's looking quite cloudy, so it may be rainy. But as I say, let's just get to the shelter. Well, let's just get water and get to the top of the hill, and then I don't care what I do then. So let's push on. Snail out. Some more of the taps for the maple syrup. So they tap the tree, and then they suck it down this big pipe, using a vacuum or some sort. So when it's springtime, they obviously they tap the tree, and that's how it works. So there's sort of big network of cables all through the forest, and you see them all snakes down for miles. Yeah, so that's what it's for. So it wasn't what I was thinking about earlier on, so I'm glad someone's put me right. So yeah, so that's where your maple syrup comes from. If you like maple syrup, and if you're out in America and you eat your pancakes, it's part of the law that you have to eat it, or pour it over your pancakes. Anyway, well, it's just gone 2. So next shelter is approximately 8 miles away. That's what I'm going to aim for. Cross the river and water up, because I don't think there's any water at the shelter. If I make the shelter, great. If I don't make the shelter, no big deal. So that gives me between 14 and 16 by the time I get to the end of the day, depending on what I do. I'm fairly happy with that. It's been quite a hard day. It's been up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And some of them are big climbs, some of them are quite small, but they all add up to like a huge climb by the end of the day. And as I said, the steeps, downs, I mean, I can't get any speed up because it kills my knees. So between 14 and 16 is probably, I think it's probably good innings today. And I think it's a bit of a training for the whites, because the white's going to be like that. So I'm a bit apprehensive about them, but they're on the trail, so I have to do them. So it is what it is. So I will embrace them when I get there. And we'll push on. So I don't want to go past 5 tonight if I can help it, or 6 o'clock latest. And also it's starting to get a lot colder now, or cooler. So may have to sort of break out the woolly vest soon. Anyway, let's push on and try and get that 8 done. Snail out. This is a Happy Hill shelter. True story. It's always best when you put record. Best be the last one in Vermont, I believe. Fireplace. Right. So we're all set up. Tents out. That's what I've got tonight. I've got Mexican rice, and we've got some spam, all diced up, a little bit of cheese there. I'm going to make it all yummy, be scrummy. Then I've got my tea. That'll be tea. Oh, tea. So that's what we're having for later. I'll be able to camp in, so the shelter is empty. So I'm just behind the shelter, probably near the mice, but we'll see. We'll make sure there's no food in the tent, so we don't get any holes in the tent. That's it. So it's decidedly getting a bit chillier now, so I've got my jacket on. So sun's gone in. It's fairly cloudy. I was expecting rain today, so we may get it tonight. Who knows? We will see. Anyway, I'm going to have my tea and then we'll chill out and yes, we just relax. And then into Hanover tomorrow. So I'm looking that way. I'm looking that way. I'm looking that way. And Hanover in tomorrow. Looks weird. I'm looking at the camera like that. Anyway, stand out.